Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Scarlet with Scarlet's Little Crafty Corner, and today I am fixing to start a miniature kit. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know, but for the ones who are new, I do diamond painting mostly, but I also work on miniatures. They could be book nooks, they could be room houses, they could be a miniature house. Doesn't matter. I really and truly enjoy working on them. I'm not the best at it. I've been doing this for about 3 years, give or take. I got one of those little bitty tiny $5 room boxes at Hobby Lobby, I think. And I thought, you know what, I have seen people doing these. I want to try my hand at it. Might like it, might not. $5, I don't have a lot invested, so if I don't like it, then, you know, no biggie. Y'all, as soon as I finished that one, I went right back to Hobby Lobby, got me another one, and it's just snowballed from there. I have completed, I'd have to go back and look. I wish I had gotten the number before I got on here. But anyway, I have a notebook that I keep most of them in. I started doing this after I had been doing miniatures, so I've not got all of them in here that I've done, but the majority of them are in here. But I do it just like we do our diamond paintings in our log books. I just put the name of the kit, where I got it, you know, it has 396 pieces. It's wooden. This was the price, which didn't cost me nothing because I did a review on this. This is a 1/24 scale. It weighs approximately 2.5 pounds. There's the dimensions in centimeters and inches. And then I just put a little bit of, you know, like I've got, this has lights. If there's something special about it, I'll write it down. Well, normally I would put when I order, when I receive, and then when I start and finish. But I cannot remember when I got this. It wasn't too long ago, but I know it was sometime last month, I think. So anyway, today is the 17th of June, so I put on here, I started it today, and then I'm, of course, leaving the finished blank. And then when I do get done with it, I'll write on here, you know, what I did like about it, what I didn't like about it. I'll try to get a picture of it. Like this one, this is the last one that I've done, and I finished it in March. So it's been a minute since I've done anything. But I try to put a picture in here of the different ones. I've got approximately 50 because I know there's a few that I just got for reviews that I've not labeled. So yeah, I mean, this is just how I do it. Like I said, just like a diamond painting logbook. So anyway, there's that. Now, let me get a drink. Okay, so this is a book nook. This is called Alchemy Master. What was I saying? I was saying something. Oh, like I said, if you're new, I do miniatures. I have not videoed any in a while because I am not gonna lie, doing a video putting one of these together is a heck of a lot harder than doing a whip and chat or a post review or an unboxing, because I'm not going to be able to finish this in one day. Okay, it says that you can finish it in like 3 to 4 hours. That is so unrealistic that that's crazy. Maybe if I had absolutely nothing to do for a day and I got up, had coffee, came straight in here and started working on this and did not stop until I finished, that would still take more than 3 to 4 hours, or 4 to 5 hours. So anyway, I thought I would take and do a video on me putting this together. Now, I don't know how well this is going to go, because I've also got diamond painting things to do. I have got other reviews that I've got to do a video for and turn into Amazon. But we're gonna do the best we can with this, okay? Now, in the past, I have done this a few different ways. I have done it to where I explained what I was getting ready to do, and then all the video in, I sped up, or another video, I think I did music in the background to where y'all couldn't hear nothing that went on my end. All you heard was music. And then I've also done like whipping chats. Like I'd work on it and talk. So I'm not real sure how I'm going to go about doing this one. I do know that as of right now, I am talking. But what I'm saying is I don't know if I will continue the process of talking, because I'm going to have to stop and start this video several times because I'm not going to get done. And right now it is like almost 8 o'clock at night and I'm just starting this. So here is, well, you know what? Leave a comment down there if y'all want me to, well, by the time you see this video, I will have completed this. So, unless I do these in parts. We'll see. We'll see. If I do this in parts, then leave me in the comments. Let me know. Would you rather listen to me talking about random whatever while I'm putting this together? Or would you rather just hear music and just watch me work? Just leave that in the comments. Alright, so this is what it's going to look like when it's done. And again, I did get this free of charge for an Amazon store to do a unboxing video, which I've already done. I will probably, I don't know if I'll send them this video, but I will tag them in it. That way, you know, they can at least come look at the video. Alright, so let's just jump in. So this is just inventory. And I've really not looked at this book. Looks like I'm going to need glue, which I've got. I use the Beacon 3-in-1 glue. I get it at Hobby Lobby. It used to be $6.99. I think it's like $7.99 now. Let's see. Well, I'll give $5.99 for it. And $6.99. So we're going to say it's about $6-7. You can get these at Walmart. You can, if you can find it. You can get it on Amazon, but the cheapest place I have found this is Hobby Lobby. So I use the Beacons. It just dries really fast. It's alcohol based. I got this in one of my kits about a year ago. This is not Elmer's glue. It is white glue, but it is not Elmer's. So, but I like it because on this side, you've got like this, I guess you squeeze it and then you can smear it. I've never used this end. But I do use this end. And I really like it. So I think when I get done with this, if there is a way, yeah, I can refill it. And I'll just put some more glue in there. Because I really like this thing. And then I have some glue that I got out of another kit that I never did use because I used those two. So I've got extra glue. And again, this is not Elmer's glue, which I guess I could just put this in that. So, all right, anyway. I have got scissors, I have got rulers, I have got glue. These things where you smear the glue. I don't know if I can turn this to where you can see. I have, you know what? This is my little caddy. And I have scissors in here. I have got these, I don't even know what those things are called. They're blades. They cut. I have got these. These are actually for nails, doing nail art. But these are really, really good for getting into tiny areas. I've got this. This goes to people that do the, oh crap, I got it at Dollar Tree. The vinyls. But I use it when I have big areas to glue, and then I'll take it and run it across there. I have got rulers, I have got scissors, I have got fabric markers that I just don't never use. I've got bone folders, I've got fabric pencils, I've got a box cutter, wire stripper, I got a pair of needle nose, and I've also got a wire cutter. Right here, I have got my glue, I have got lighters, measuring, I have got nail files, sandpaper, let's see, I have got fabric scissors, and then I have got, where are they at? These rounded scissors. These things are excellent if you have to cut something circular. I've got lighters so that I can burn these little plastic tubes that you put on the wiring that is like shrink wrap. Anyway, I've got those. I've got some box cutters. I've got tape and pins. I've got the little cheapo scissors that come with some of these kits. I don't ever use them, but I don't want to throw them away. I've got scissors, I've got, oh my lord, my mind went blank. I've got, are you kidding me? Y'all, I have not slept. Screwdrivers. Ugh. I've got Phillips, I've got flatheads, I've got tiny baby screwdrivers, I've got bigger screwdrivers, and then I've got regular size screwdrivers. Let's see, I have got, what is that? Yeah, regular size screwdrivers. And then I've got Allen wrenches, and tweezers, batteries, yeah. And then over there in that thing, that's actually you're supposed to put your belts in it. It's a belt saver. Anyway, I've got batteries, clips, rubber bands, and some cords. And then over here, let me move that, my water. Anyway, I've got all kinds of beads and stuff that I have collected throughout the years, because this is what they use for making lamps and just all kinds of stuff. And I have these that I bought off Temu. And I use these in bathtubs to make it look like bubbles. Because they're all different sizes. And they're iridescent. And they just look like bubbles. And I've also got... There's some more. I've also got these. Which are supposed to be like nail art little things. Like I've got butterflies. I've got flowers. I've got those. And then I've got like food. Because they're good for decorating like your little plants. I can put those little flower pieces on there, making it look like their flowers are blooming. And then the food. Some of the miniatures has got these to where you have plates and cups and stuff, and I'll stick that food, those little pieces of food in there. And then I've got stuff like this because, yeah, they make stuff like chandeliers, light fixtures, all that good stuff. All right, let me put that back over there. Put these back up here. Hope we don't need that. But I probably will. Laura got that for me. So, alright, let me put y'all back up here. And let me see if I can get y'all back in view. And I have my light. This is my light. And hopefully y'all will be able to see what I'm doing. And I'll be able to see what I'm doing. I do not like this angle. Alright. We'll do the best we can do. Y'all, my throat's so dry. I did not sleep last night. I've been sick. Not feeling good at all. And the other day, I slept all day. And that's not like me at all. So I don't know what was up. And I've still got zero energy. So, anyway, we're going to go as far as we can go. So here are, this is your lighting. All your wires for your lamps, whatever they need wiring. Not real oh, it's a little pot. It's a little kettle. Little witch's pot. Cute. Alright. Oh, them are metal. Huh. Usually they're kind of like diamond paintings. They come with the cheap plastic tweezers. So these, I love these. I use these all the time instead of using sandpaper because some of the kits come with these little pieces of sandpaper, and sometimes they're too big and sometimes they're just cheap pieces of sandpaper. So I keep them. Lord God forbid if I throw something away. But I like these. So you can just get in there, you know, just wherever with these. And I bought some of these years ago when I had my Etsy shop. And if anybody bought from me, you know, I would send one of these little files in your goodie bag that I would make. And the reason being is if you diamond painters do not know, especially some of you new ones, when you are using your, let me find one. Alright, here's one. Alright, you know when you're using these a lot and they get all crappy, they've got the the bumps and stuff, the waves going on. You take your little emery board and you just run it across there, and it's going to flatten those out. Just a little diamond painting tip, but that's why I always sent an emery board with your cover minders in your goodie bag, was so you could, because I always sent placers also, but that way you could file your things down. So I don't throw mine away. Of course, you see I've got plenty, but I don't throw the used ones away because I can reuse them. See, they just cleared that right up. Anyway, here's your little tip, and I won't charge you a dime for it. I'm being funny. Anyway, I have still got these left over from when I had my Etsy shop, so love them. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I guess get on this. Like I said, I don't know how much of this I'm going to do tonight because I'm tired. I don't even know why I sat down and started doing this. I don't know. Glutton for punishment, I guess. Alright, so we have got our, I guess that's just one sheet. We've got some plastic here that's got a cover on it. We've got our stickers. And then we've got our pieces. These are the sides. That's the inside. So, let's see where we're supposed to start. And I save everything if I don't, well, with these kits, it's a little harder because there really isn't anything. They don't send you anything that you're going to have left over. But in some of my miniature houses, they'll send like flowers or, just different stuff. And if I have anything left over, I've got another little storage system that I use, and I've got them labeled. I've got floral, ribbon, fabric, just whatever I have left I keep, because I have had to dig through that stash before because either something was missing in a kit or I ran out and it, I was shorted, 6 inches of floral wire. So I had to go to my stash to get some. Alright, so step 1. Y'all, I have my air conditioner is like right here, and I cannot stand it because I get so stopped up sitting in here. And I'm already tired. Okay, so we have got P1, which is going to be all of these, because it says P1 and there's 30 of them. And then we're going to need the L31, which is right here. All these squares. So we're just going to very easily pop these out. Hold on. Let me move some of this mess. Alright. So we have this, and y'all, I have so many of them. And I use them all the time when I do my miniatures. All the time. And I've got, y'all, I'll show you here in a minute. I don't know if I'll be able to get y'all back where I've got you. Oh my God, I've got a box a large box that is full of these green boats, and I have got all kinds of trays, all kinds of these things, these green boats. There's wax. Oh my god, all the wax I have. And I don't know what to do with it. And I don't want to throw it away. But I do not know what to do with it. But I've just got it sitting over there. And every time I do a diamond paint review, and I take the toolkits out, I pitch them over in that box. So I'm just taking and getting some of these little, not splinters, but these little pieces off there. So has anybody watching, have y'all ever done a miniature kit? If you have, let me know in the comments. I like being able to have something in common with everybody. So that way you're not just talking about, you know, one thing. And I've not sat down and read it, but I got an email, which I'm sure everybody did today, that has a YouTube channel. And we can now set up communities so that we can chit chat. Like, instead of, well, it's kind of like a chat group, I guess. Like I said, I've not sat and read it. I just kind of skimmed over it to see what it was talking about. And it was saying something about now you can open a community tab to where you can talk to your subscribers about, you know, videos or, you know, different things. You can show, like, if you're working on your diamond paintings or your miniatures or whatever you're working on, you can now show each other stuff. And I'm thinking it's going to be kind of like Facebook Messenger, because, you know, all these platforms have some kind of chat thing. You know, I know Instagram, I think, has one. I have an Instagram. I do check it every day because I like watching the reels on it, kind of like TikTok. And I got a lot of good recipes off of Instagram. But I don't really know how to work Instagram that well. I know how to post pictures, but I don't know how to do, like, well, it's not a thing, but I don't know how. I've not sat down and looked at it on how to do, like, videos on Instagram or, like, do one of the reels. I have no idea. Y'all, I just started doing shorts on my YouTube. And I've had my channel for 5 years, over 5 years. And I just, back this past, well, I guess it's been about a year now, figured out how to do a short. So, and this part is time consuming. That's why I don't know if y'all want to even sit and watch this. Of course, I could be speeding it up for you, but then you're not going to hear what I'm saying. So that's why I don't know if y'all would rather sit here and watch the process of putting one of these together, or if you just want to sit and watch me go through this real quick with, you know, chipmunk speak and listen to music in the background or whatever. But, well, the rest of this is not going to be that hard. Or this tedious is what I'm saying. It's just that there's a lot of these. And if you don't get them, if you don't sand them and get the little burrs off of them, then they're not going to sit right if I have to set them on the shelf. And then they're going to look weird. So, I gotta follow them. And y'all, I don't edit nothing if I can help it. Now, there's been times where I've accidentally turned my phone off when I was recording and I had to start a new video. And then I have to go into my editing thing. And then I have to, you know, splice the videos together and all that crap. And if you're watching me, I'll tell you right now, I am not like some of these channels that's got, like, you know, thousands of subscribers and everything looks so easy, and they're you know, like, here's a square, here's this, and poof, then you've got a book. Yeah, I'm not all about all that. All right, so I guess let's start putting these books together. So all you're going to do is, these are stickers, which is nice because most of the time these are actually, you have to cut these out individually and then glue the ding dang things on. See, and I'm already checking this up. This is the first thing I've done. And y'all, my hands are fat. My fingers are fat. Alright, well, anyway, there's the first book. If I keep messing with it, I'm going to get the sticky off. But yeah, I'm by no means professional. I like doing this, and I'm real. What you see is what you're going to get. So there's one book. And as far as the tweezers, you know how they show people using these tweezers. I just find it, sometimes I do have to use the tweezers, but I really just find it more difficult because, well, you've seen what I just did. I had to take it off the thing, then I put it on the tweezer. Of course, some of these channels, they use the tweezers like that, and then you see them, and then they'll put them on. Yeah, I'm not about these tweezers. That's why I've always got glue all over my fingers. I don't even try to grow my fingers out or my fingernails out when I'm doing these because I'll have glue all freaking over them. I don't know how anybody, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad or nothing. I just in awe, I guess, to anyone who has nails, like went and got your nails done and then can sit and do these miniatures and stuff. So I know y'all do not want to sit here and watch me do all 30 of these. But this is the process. And you know, it's when I do miniatures, I usually put I like listening to podcasts when I do miniatures because if I'm listening to an audiobook, I like to listen to the book. Now, when I'm diamond painting, I listen to audiobook. But when I'm doing these miniatures, I kind of zone out because I'm having to think what my next procedure is going to be. What do I need to go find next? So the book gets lost to me. And then I'm like, what is going on? And I have to start all over again with wherever I was at on that book. So I don't even listen to my audio books when I'm doing miniatures. So I just cannot concentrate on what the book is saying. And if you don't pay attention to the book, then you're lost. So when I do miniatures, I either listen to YouTube videos, if somebody's doing a whip and chat, or I listen to the podcast. And I always listen to my, true crime podcast. Alright, dang it. Well, you know what? If they're off-center, that's because whoever was reading these books really liked that book. That's my story. And I will apologize in advance for anything that y'all hear in the background. Right now, Booger is in his little bed. Buster is at my feet asleep. He might even start snoring here in a little bit. If they hear something, they'll start barking. So, I will apologize right now for it. If it gets to a point to where there's too much commotion or something with them, then I'll either wrap up the video or I'll put it on pause until they calm down. Whew, so, let me ask y'all a question. The Amazon review videos that I have been putting on my channel, my actual diamond painting channel, do y'all want to watch those? Because I have my other YouTube channel, which is Scarlet's True Reviews, which the link to that is in all of my videos. But all that is a channel that is just dedicated to Amazon reviews. On that channel, I might be doing a review on shampoo. I might be doing a review on candy, a review on dog treats. You just don't ever know. Toilet cleaners. But I try to, any of the diamond painting reviews that I've done, I put them on my diamond painting channel. That way, y'all can see and go check them out because it pertains. And I do the same thing if it's a craft, if it's any kind of craft. Because you know what? We're not just diamond painters, obviously. A lot of my subscribers and even people that aren't subscribed, which if you're going to watch my videos, just go ahead and subscribe. It don't cost nothing. But I've got some that paint, some that crochet, some that knit, some that cross stitch. I mean, we're not just diamond painters. So that's why I've been putting on my regular diamond painting channel the Amazon reviews that I do that are craft related. Or, like I put that drum, the rain drum. I did that one on my YouTube, or on this channel. It's not got anything to do with crafting, but it does have something to do with relaxing. So yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know. Do you like watching the Amazon reviews on here? Or if you don't, just say keep it on the other channel. Which I may or may not. I mean, you know. Let's see. Y'all, my hands get so dried out doing these miniatures because of the wood. It just soaks all the moisture out of my hands. And they'll be cracked and crappy looking. And then, like I said, I don't even mess with my fingernails. I don't have the time anyway. But I sure don't when I'm doing these. So yeah, if you're curious about some of the stuff that I do reviews on, all you gotta do is go subscribe to that Scarlet's True Reviews. And you'll see everything that I do a review on. Oh my God, my nose. I probably sound like, well, I am stopped up, so. I wasn't like that until right before I started doing the video. Alright, here's the last book. Yay! I've got one miniature kit, and I've had it for several years. Well, it was one of the first ones that I actually purchased. When I first started doing this, it was the very first one I actually purchased from Amazon. And it's called Sam's Study. And it's a library. And I was so excited to get it. But there's like, I forgot how many books you got to make. Some of them are like the ones I just did. Some of them are paper. You got to cut and then you got to fold. Some of them are, it looks like they're just big glob of books, and it's just paper that you fold. But anyway, I think they said there was like 200 some odd books that you've got to make in that one. So it's still sitting in there. I've not made it yet. Yeah, I've got a lot. Alright, so now we're going to need glue. And I have got to find E5. So these are L's. I know I'm not going to need this yet because that's the front, or the two sides. Alright. So we have C, D, and here's E. Alright, so that's what it looks like on the back. This is the front. Can y'all see that? I know the light's probably glaring. Alright, it says I gotta get E5. See, it says E5. So I just pop that out. I love doing these book nooks. They're so easy. And then I gotta do E4. See, E4 with a little arrow pointing right here. And sometimes these can be a pain in the butt to get out. That's when I use these, and I'll just cut it right alongside the edge. Now, I don't I don't file all this. I just file the piece like right there. If y'all can see that, where it is attached to that, it just leaves like a little bump. And if you don't file it down, then it will it won't fit right. So I do know that I don't know who still diamond paints and does miniatures. Okay, so this is saying we got to turn it this way. Did you see the book? Okay. Alright, so here's your E4, which here's the E4. And you can see at first I had it like this, but it is showing that it's more that way. So I'm going to turn it, and then we're going to glue this right there. So this is why I like this 3-in-1, because I can glue this and it'll adhere just like immediately. But look at that. Is that not adorable? You see that? It's like little oils, cooking oils is what it looks like, and then some potions. Well, I guess they're all potions, but anyway. But the thing I don't like about this is when you get to about right that much left in the bottle, it starts thickening up, and it does not take much at all to glue. But it comes out real fast, and it has a hole already in it, so it's not like I had to snip the end off, because it's like, here's a brand new tube. I've not even used it. But you can see. So yeah, it will just take and just continue coming out if you don't set it up right or something. All right, so step 3, we're going to be looking for E1, which is this one. We're going to pop it out. Y'all, I love book nooks. I like the book nooks better than I do the miniature houses, and it's because they're easier and they're faster. All right, and then we're going to need E2 and E3. So here is, you know, I think I am going to just do this in snippets. So, and this is E3. I think that's what I'm going to do. Instead of trying to complete this whole video before I post it, or complete the book nook, I think I'm going to do, like, for so long, one day, post it, and then that way it's like a series. I've done that before, and it's pretty cool, because you get, it's like a soap opera. You come back the next day or 2 or 3 days later to get, you know, part 2. So, alright, there's that one. We're just gonna file down these little rough spots. Anyway, what I was saying a while ago before I rudely interrupted my own damn self, I know that Crashly used to do miniatures, and Mystria, or is it Mystria, or is that her channel name? Name's Brandy. Mystria, Mysteria, something like that. Anyway, they used to do miniatures. Brandy, which is Mystria, or however you pronounce it. She used to do the ones that's in the little metal containers with the little bunny rabbits and stuff. Altoid boxes. Y'all know what those are? Yeah. She used to do them like that. Alright, so it is showing that this piece is to sit just like this. And you can see we've got holes. Now, I don't have to glue this stuff, but I do it for security purposes. That's just me. I'm afraid that I'm going to put it together and then something's going to happen and it's just going to fall apart. So I glue. I still glue. But you don't have to. Alright, that's going to be on the top. So this is showing that we are going to put this right here in those holes. Well, I might not have to glue this. Okay, there we go. Alright, now I am doing this right, yes. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, sometimes this shit can be frustrating. But it's oh so rewarding when you get done. Alright. Okay, let's try this again. And it doesn't help that I have a hump in the middle of my table. This is one of those little, there we go, plastic tables. And you see it's just in there. But this is just one of those fold up little, I think it's a 4-foot or 3-foot table. Alright. Maybe something will go there and cover that up. If not, I got brown markers. I can just take, because it just left, took a little bit of the paint off. Okay. And then we're going to take this one, and it's going to go, I don't guess it really matters which way. This one's going to go in right here. And a lot of my issue right now is, oh yeah, that is not going nowhere. A lot of my issue right now is trying to keep this in video, but trying to manhandle it, because I'm usually like pushing it up to my chest and stuff, and I don't want to get all that up in the video. So anyway. Alright, so we're going to put this on here. Alright, and it's showing that you have this setting like that, just like there, and then you see this little notch right there. That's going to sit like this. So this is how this is going to work. If I can find it. Yeah. So it's a little off set. Alright. Yeah, I used to sit at night. And watch, which I still do sometimes, but not as much. But I used to sit at night when I couldn't sleep, and I'd watch these. I have like 2 or 3 channels that do this kind of stuff on my YouTube, and I'd go and I'd watch them at night. Oh, hell. See, I did that wrong. So it goes like this. Right? Sometimes you just got to look at it. That's another thing about... Okay, yeah, I see. I was looking at it wrong. That's the other thing about trying to do a video of you putting these things together. For one, it's a little nerve-wracking that you're sitting here watching in real time. So if I was to break this right now, it'd be live. So that would be embarrassing. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be needing any glue with this. These are pretty ding dang in there. And you know what, y'all? It's wood. So, if you break a piece, glue it back. Y'all have no idea how many pieces I have broke by doing like what I was just doing. Just like going, ugh. Alright, so there we go. So there's that. Okay, so now we get to flip. See? That's what it looks like. Oh. Now we get to do stairs. So we'll set that to the side. And then we are going to look for H. So we're done with this one. We're going to put that over there. Let me get back over here. Stick that over here. It's another thing with doing miniatures. You need room. Lots of room to spread your stuff out. Alright, so this is F. Here is G, but I'm also going to need some G's. Yeah. G39. G39. Bingo. There's 49. Y'all probably already spotted it. There's 38. 34. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39. I find it. But, dang, now I don't remember what the hell I was saying. See, that's why I don't know. Y'all may not want to hear me talking through this because I get sidetracked and then I forget what I was saying. Plus, like I said, I've not slept. I was up all night last night. I couldn't sleep for nothing. And I have restless leg syndrome, and that was just giving me fits last night. And I couldn't sleep because I have freaking insomnia, and the list just goes on and on and on. So I'm going to need H11s. Okay, let's just find the H's. Alright, so that's G's. Okay, so the 11s. Ugh. There's 27 of H1. Okay, there's number 12. Y'all, I have no idea how long I have been talking. I'm sure it's probably almost an hour. Okay. I need the H11s. Okay. There they are. See? It says H11. Alright. So there's them. So there's 12. Here's 11. Alright. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, where's the fifth one? Oh, look. There's the fifth one. It didn't fall. Alright, so there's those. And then number 8. Thought Booger was fixing to start barking. Okay. And you do need to be a little careful when you pop these out so you don't break them. I've done that before. Did it say number 9? 8? No. No 9. Alright, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 of those. 5 of those. And then I need H26, which is that piece. Alright. We've got that piece. Oh, BKB. Alright. See if we can do this. I may end up gluing these. Alright, so we're going to take y'all stairs. I hate doing stairs, so I'm just going to tell you now. This might be a real flub because I hate doing them. I hate doing making pillows. I hate doing those. So those are the two things about doing miniatures that I hate doing. Oh, well, I take it back. There's 3 things. Number 1 is flowers. I hate making them tiny flowers. Sometimes they'll have us do them in paper, make like little paper flowers. Sometimes it's, you know, they'll send you some little bit of floral and you just cut off a piece and glue it. That's not that big of a deal. It's the paper flowers that kill me. So I cheat. I seen somebody else, a miniature channel was doing, and she would go to Walmart or Dollar Tree and she would just buy bundles of floral. And then when she did her miniatures, if it called for flowers, she would just take a, you know, because most of the time it gives you like these little pots, and she would take and just cut the little floral sprigs off of her bundle of flowers that she bought and glue them in there, and they look better anyway. So that's what I do. I've got a great big old box full of just flowers and stuff that I bought from the Dollar Tree. I mean, you don't want the big daisy flowers or nothing. You want like something about the size of baby breath or ivy, you know, just small stuff. You get you a little bundle of ivy, you can cut the little leaves off and use those in your flowers. So, but yeah, flowers, that's, I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. So I cheat. And then the other thing would be stairs and pillows. All right, so we've got H26, and then we're going to need this, and it's just going to fit in just like that, and yep, I'm gluing. And I'll probably end up getting glue everywhere. I've got one of these that I got from the Dollar Tree that I use for glue because I don't want to get my big mat all messed up. And I have got, you see how that just shoots out? I've got a tab nabbit. This bottle's about had it anyway. That's why I've got the other one. But y'all, I'm gonna have glue everywhere. I always do. I'm like a little kid. Alright. And then, you see how that does? It drives me insane. Alright, so then... Alright, hang on. That's why I have napkins up here. Yeah, that's the one thing about this stuff I can't stand. And it's an air bubble, because it just popped. Is that what it's saying, do? I apologize because I've gotten completely off track about what I was talking about. Okay, so I was putting that together wrong. So this is how it goes. And I had to swap out my bottle of glue because that one just about empty, and what was left in the bottle was just wanting to pour out. So I had to swap out my glue, ran in there and got me another bottle of water. But I think I'm going to wrap up right here, and I'm going to go ahead and put the stairs together, and then when I come back on the next video, I'll have the stairs put together, and then we'll go on to the next step. So I hope you're enjoying this video. Like I said, leave me a comment. Let me know, you know, what you think about this type of video. Would you rather listen to music? I mean, it ain't good music. It's YouTube music. But would you rather listen to that as to listen to me just babble on about anything and everything? Or would you like to hear me talking through this and listen to me get mad and irritated? It's probably entertaining. But anywho, y'all let me know. I think what I'm going to do is, like I said, finish these stairs up, and then, yeah, the next video y'all see, I will probably be here. I'm not going to move. What am I saying? I'm fixing to stop this video upload it to YouTube, and then I am going to immediately start videoing again. But I am going to put the stairs together first because they're irritating, and I can't do these and talk at the same time, apparently. So, alright, leave in the comment what you think about the video, about watching me do the miniatures, and the Amazon reviews. And alright, y'all, that's it. That's all I got on this one. And I will see y'all in my next video, which is probably going to be in about 5 minutes. So, thanks for watching. Bye, y'all.